Hello everyone, welcome back to Pably. So in this video we are going to understand how to set up webhook inside Question Scout. So are you also using Question Scout for your business? Then this video is really helpful for you. So over here, as you know that Question Scout is a powerful tool for creating and managing surveys and forms, making it easy to collect and analyze the data from the respondents. So it offers a user-friendly interface, customizable templates and advanced reporting features, making it ideal for the businesses, educational institutions and researchers. So by integrating Question Scout with Pably Connect, you can enhance your data management capabilities. So over here we are going to integrate Question Scout with Pably Connect with the help of Webhook. So Webhook acts as a bridge between different applications, and using Webhooks you can transfer the data from one application to another. So now to start with all of this process, I've successfully opened my workflow window. This is the most important window of our automation because we have trigger and action in this. So trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So on the basis of these two principles only our entire automation works. So over here by this you can understand that the trigger commands the workflow, and as soon as trigger commands the workflow, actions follow the commands, that is action responds to the command. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions are the followers. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So that's why we can have only a single trigger in our workflow, but we can add multiple action steps right over here. So now starting with the connection, we are going to select the trigger application as Question Scout. So I'm going to search for it and then we are going to select Question Scout right over here. And now for the trigger event, we are going to select it as new submission. And as you can see that it is saying trigger when a new submission is created. So as soon as a new submission is created in my Question Scout, automatically my workflow would be triggered and my workflow will be given a command. And now you can see that it is giving me a webhook URL. So we are going to use this URL only in order to create a connection between our Question Scout account and our Pably's workflow. So first we are going to copy this URL and then we are going to follow the help text, and it is saying log in to your Question Scout account, navigate to the form on which you want to set up the webhook, navigate to the integration from the left panel, select webhook tab and click on add webhook. So first we are going to log into our account, and as you can see that I've already logged in my account, which is my Question Scout account. So it is always advised to log in your applications before starting with the automation. It makes the procedure easy. So as soon as you are going to log in it, over here you can see the form that I have created. If you wish you can create a new form by clicking on new form button right over here, but I've already created a form, so I'm going to open this and I want to create the automation for this particular form only. So I'm going to open my form and then over here you can see in the left panel integrations. So we are going to go on this integrations and over here you can see webhooks. So we are going to click on the webhooks and now you can see that we have successfully opened this window. And now we are going back to our workflow, and now further it is saying select the webhook tab, click on add webhook, select new form submission from when this webhook should be triggered. So I'm going to open my Question Scout, and as you can see that I've already added a webhook right over here, but I'm going to add a new. For that we are going to click on add webhook, and now it is saying when should this webhook be triggered. So we are going to select it as new submission as stated in our help text, and now it is asking me for the field states format. So I'm going to keep it as same only, and now it is asking me for the endpoint. So over here we are going to enter the webhook URL we received in our workflow. So we are going to copy this webhook URL and then we are going to paste it right over here in our endpoint. And after pasting this, we are going to click on create webhook. But as you can see that it is also saying custom headers. So if you wish, you can definitely add this, or if you don't wish, then we are directly going to click on create webhook. And as you can see that we have successfully created a new webhook right over here. Over here you can see the request method, which is post, webhook action, format, endpoint URL. And yes, with this we have successfully created a connection. So now I'm going back to my workflow, and over here you can see that it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission, and in order to do the test submission, again I'm going to open my Question Scout, and from here we are going to go on builder, and over here you can see the share tab. So I'm going to click on share, and over here we are going to get the form link. So I'm going to copy this link and then we are going to open this form link in a new tab. And now after opening the form link, we are going to do a test submission. So it is saying please fill out this form. So for the first name, I'm going to keep it as demo. So I'm going to enter it. It is asking me for the email address. So I'm going to keep the email as demo@pablytudes.com. And now it is asking me for the last name. So I'm going to keep the last name as user. And then for the phone number, I'm going to keep it as dummy phone number, which is this. And now after entering all the details, we are going to click on submit. And yes, you can see your form is successfully submitted. So this means that Question Scout has captured the response that we submitted and further sent it to our workflow. So I'm going to open my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response of a submission or not. So I'm going to open my workflow and yes, you can see response A. Pabbly has captured the response. So we are going to scroll, and as you can see, over here is the phone number that we entered. Over here is the last name that we entered. We are going to scroll. Over here you can see the email address that we entered. Over here we are going to get all the details that we entered. You can also see the first name too. So yes, with this we have successfully created a connection between our Question Scout account and our Pabbly's workflow. So yes, with this we have successfully set it up this webhook, and now if you wish to you can send this webhook data to another application, further adding that application over here in your action step. So I'm going to give you an example that suppose I receive the data from my Question Scout account, which is the name, email and phone number, and further I want to add these details in my Google Sheets. So I'm going to select the action application as Google Sheets and add the details in my Google Sheets. Or else you can also take the example that further you want to send the details to your Slack channel notifying your team that we have received the new response. For that you can also select the action application as Slack, and then you can further notify your team about the new submission. So you can add any another action application right over here as per your requirements, and as soon as you're going to add that, you can send the details received from Question Scout to that application simply by setting up the action step. And further what will happen that as soon as a new submission is received in my Question Scout account, automatically the data received would be sent to another application right over here, which we are going to select. So these were the very simple steps you have to follow to set up a webhook inside your Question Scout. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now, if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.